It was April 26th when I uploaded a video saying things had got to change, and that was because I was playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All and Skyward Sword at the same time, and it just didn't feel right. I didn't like the idea of playing two games at the same time because my attention not only was divided, but it meant that the separation of time in between each episode for the Phoenix Wright series just wasn't ideal because I was forgetting stuff. I kind of was misremembering details about crimes and cases, which is never what you want in a game like that. I'm happy to say that here we are, the 22nd of June. And we have finished both series, and I think it was two of the most fun series I've ever done, and I am very, very grateful for the support that both of those series have gotten, and also, I just had a lot of fun. I had so much fun playing those two games, and they're both different types of fun, right? Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All, one of the things that was so great about that was being able to use my any and all, if I had any, skills in terms of deduction in that case, in that realm. And honestly, it was really fun to actually be able to do that. And then you have, on the other side of things, playing a game that I played before, but now could be able to go back and have a completely different perspective of what I saw before. One of my favorite games of all time, one of my favorite Zelda games. In fact, my favorite Zelda game of all time. So really, both of them were really, really fun. And it was also really nice to see the reaction from the comment section, because with the Skyward Sword playthrough, it was really a lot of nostalgia. We were all talking about how much we really love this game. With the Phoenix Wright playthrough, it felt like we were all just going crazy because a lot of you guys knew what was going to happen next, and you guys were waiting for the exact moment when it was going to happen, and I'm so happy that no one spoiled that. It was a really, really fun, crazy time, because it felt like, especially with that last case, it felt like, honestly, we were going through a crazy whirlwind of emotions every single time I booted up that game on the Switch. We're not done, however. There's going to be more Let's Plays coming up, and as I said in that video back in April, we will be doing one playthrough at a time. But the thing is, Paper Mario Origami King will be happening. That's one thing I want to tell you guys right now. It will be happening. We will be playing that game no matter what, and we're going to be playing it in full. We're going to be taking our time. We're going to be exploring. We're going to be talking to people. We're going to be talking to everyone we can. I want to make this game special and make it feel special. I'm trying to give the game a chance, because I know a lot of people are very nervous about it. I'm nervous about it. It's okay to be nervous about games. Obviously, I'm not going to write it off, because I'm going to be judging this game based on what it is, not what all the other games are, what it could be. I'm judging it based on what it's going to be on the screen, and I'm really honestly excited to see exactly how well it goes. We will be playing that game. As for the playthrough we are going to be starting tomorrow, I can say without a shadow of a doubt that the next playthrough is probably going to be one of the most fun playthroughs I've ever done. It's a blind playthrough. It's a game that I never played before in my life. It's also one of the first games that really isn't a Nintendo game in general. Because while Phoenix Wright isn't a Nintendo game or a Nintendo property, it was published by Nintendo for years. For years, I think a lot of people associate Phoenix Wright with Nintendo. In this case, this is a game that came out, I think, on the Xbox and the PlayStation, on the, I think at the time, I want to say either GameCube or Wii, but I could be wrong at the gate completely. What I can say is that the playthrough tomorrow that we are starting is a platformer. It is a platformer. It is I think an overworld platformer. It is a very funny platformer, and I'm very excited to actually be able to try this. Again, I'm not the best at platformers, but I will give my best. I will do the best college try I can, and hopefully at the other end of this we will come out a little bit better. I also hope that you guys will enjoy it too. I know I'm going to enjoy it, or I think I'm going to enjoy it. I hope I'm going to enjoy it. What if I don't enjoy it? I think I will enjoy it. It has some of my favorite characters from pop culture ever in it as well. I never announced the playthrough beforehand because I like to leave it as a surprise, but this time I'm going to do something different. I will never do this again. I'm going to always leave it as a surprise in future, but for some reason I feel inclined and moved to tell you guys that I will be playing SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom tomorrow on the channel. A game I've never touched, I've never played, I've never seen a trailer for, but here's the reason why I got it. A lot of people said that it was one of the most fun games they've ever played, and also at the same time, a lot of people probably know that I think SpongeBob is hilarious. I think SpongeBob as a characters are hilarious. I think the world is hilarious. I think all the characters in that world are hilarious, and I'd love to see what type of jokes they have in this and what type of world and how they use the world of Bikini Bottom in this game. I'm excited to play this. Also, at the same time, I think it's important to note that we can't play a big, meaty, long, juicy game because Origami King is coming out in less than a month. It's coming out in less than 30 days. And the problem with playing any other game right now that's not, you know, any other game besides SpongeBob or some other game like SpongeBob is that we don't have a bunch of time, and I don't want to do the thing where we play this big long RPG, which I do want to get to as well. There's a lot of RPGs people suggest. We play this big long RPG, then we get to Origami King and I have to go, I have to take a break, and then like 50 episodes later after Origami King, I'm like, okay, here we are, we're back playing this RPG, and people are like, oh, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have to finish this game, and all of a sudden this game doesn't get the attention it deserves. I don't want to like take attention away from the video games, because the video games are the most important part of this channel. It is playing video games. It's a video game channel. Yeah. Expect more list videos, expect more kind of like talking videos. I like doing those. I like watching the trailers for upcoming games. I think that's a fun thing to do and talk about my thoughts on those games. I like talking about like different news in video games as well. If it catches my eye, if it's not that important, I don't want to talk about it. If it doesn't mean much to me, I don't want to talk about it. I think that's the best way to go about it. I just realized I had to say SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, and I was definitely like emphasizing the Bob and the sponge of this, so my microphone's gonna be popping like crazy. Also, I do want to say thank you to everyone who supports my videos and comments on my videos and watches my videos, even silently. I thank everybody who does that. I think it's important to kind of sit back and realize like the perspective, and that is that there's a bunch of people who watch me play games. That's awesome. And like I can never say how grateful I am to people making this channel one of the most fun experiences ever, making this community one of the best communities that I've seen personally. My friends texted me the other day and were like, dude, your comment section's so nice. And I was like, I know, they're so freaking nice. I've lucked out. I really have lucked out getting a community that is really supportive, that just loves games and wants to see people play games. And it feels kind of like we're playing all the games together. So thank you guys so much for everything. And thank you for supporting the channel and all of that. And it's very early in the morning, so my voice just cracked. I promise I'm not 13. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.